Step number 2 is where you define your target audience. Who exactly are you trying to serve? This seemingly simple question is worth millions to your law practice. When you can answer it with clarity, everything changes. Your marketing becomes effective, your consultations more productive, and your practice more profitable. Many lawyers try to market to everyone who might need legal services. The psychology behind this is understandable. More potential clients mean more business, right? Wrong. When you market to everyone, you speak to no one effectively. Your message becomes diluted, generic, and forgettable. It fails to create an emotional connection necessary for someone to pick up the phone and call you. Consider these two headlines. 1. Experienced law firm providing quality legal services versus we help tech startup founders protect their intellectual property with raising capital. Which speaks more directly to a specific need, which demonstrates a deeper understanding of a client's situation. Of course, it's the second option. The most successful law firms focus their efforts on specific client types they can serve exceptionally well. This focused approach leads to lower client acquisition costs. Your marketing originates, requiring less spend to convert. Also, higher value cases. You attract clients who value expertise over bargain pricing. You have better client relationships because you genuinely understand their world. And you attract more referrals, you satisfied clients, no others like them. And you will get greater professional satisfaction. You develop mastery in areas that you enjoy. So in this video, we will create a comprehensive client profile that goes far beyond basic demographics. When you truly know your client, every marketing decision becomes clearer and more effective. So going beyond demographics, what is the difference? While demographics gives you age, income, location, psychographics tell you about mindsets, behaviors, and values. Your ideal client isn't just a statistic. They have hopes, fears, and habits. So why it matters? Understanding these details help you speak directly to their emotions. When your message resonates with their personal experiences and challenges, trust builds automatically. So demographics tell you who your clients are on paper, but psychographics reveals why they make decisions. Both matter, but only one drives action. So let's talk about the who, the demographics. Start with basics, but be specific. Start with age range. Different age groups have distinct legal needs and communication preferences. A 30-year-old entrepreneur seeking business formation advice requires different messaging than a 65-year-old planning their estate. Then define income level. This determines ability to pay for your services and influences where you should advertise. Are you targeting high net worth individuals or middle income families? Then define industry or occupation. What fields do your ideal clients work in? This affects where they network, what they read, and their specific legal concerns. Then location. How far will clients travel for your expertise? Are you targeting locally or regionally? Do you offer virtual consultations to extend your reach? Define that. Then family status. Are they married, single parents, or empty nesters? Family status significantly impacts legal needs and priorities. Then business size. For B2B attorneys, a solo entrepreneur has drastically different legal needs than a 50-person company with multiple stakeholders. Then we define the why behind the decisions. This is where you gain real insight into what drives client decisions. Define their core values. What principles guide their lives? Do they value tradition, innovation, family, independence, or security above all else? These values filter how you perceive your firm's messaging. Then emotional triggers. What specific emotions drive them to seek legal help? Is it fear of losing assets, going to jail, etc.? Or is it frustration with their ongoing situation? Or is it hope for resolution or ambition, just like to grow a business? These emotions are the fuel behind their decision making. Then I look at the information consumption. Where do they learn about legal matters? Do they trust referrals from friends, professional network, online research, or traditional media? This tells you where to place your marketing message. Then look at their decision making style. Are they analytical researchers who compare multiple options? Or do they rely heavily on trusted recommendations? Do they make quick emotional decisions or deliberate ones? This informs your sales process. Then, risk tolerance. Are they conservative or comfortable with aggressive strategies? This affects how you position your approach to their case and the language you use in consultations. Then, client journey mapping. You need to know their path. Understanding your client's journey is like having access to their thought process before they even meet you. Every client's journey starts with a need and ends with a resolution. Map out this journey to uncover hidden pain points and decision triggers. Um, People don't just wake up suddenly needing a lawyer. They follow a predictable journey. First, um, there is a problem recognition. Usually, some triggering event happens. So, something specific triggers the realization that they need legal help. For instance, a business owner who receives a threatening letter from a competitor claiming patent infringement, or parent who realizes their co-parent is consistently violating custody agreements. Then you need to answer these key questions. So, what typically triggers your ideal client to realize they have a legal problem? What emotions accompany this realization? Is it panic, confusion, or anger? And how urgent do they perceive their situation to be? So, how do you apply this to marketing? You need to create content that helps potential clients recognize when they need legal help. For instance, you can write a blog post about 5 warning signs you need a copyright attorney, or when DIY estate planning becomes dangerous. Next stage is information gathering. This is research phase. Before contacting any attorney, most clients conduct preliminary research. Key questions to answer is where do they first look for information? What specific questions are you typing into Google or AI chats? What misconceptions might they have at this stage? And how do they describe their problem in non legal terms? How does this apply to marketing? You can create content that answers their initial questions using their language, not legal jargon. You optimize for the exact search terms they use. For instance, you can write about what happens if someone uses my logo without permission rather than copyright infringement remedies. Next phase is solution exploration. At this stage, they are considering different approaches to their problem. Key questions to answer are: how do they evaluate different legal options? What factors matter most? Is it cost, reputation, expertise, convenience, or approach? Who influences their decision? Is it spouse, business partner, friend, previous experience? What options besides hiring you might they consider? Some non legal alternatives, or even doing nothing? How this applies to marketing? You can create comparison content that positions your approach favorably against alternatives. Address objections before they arise. For instance, you can write about DIY contracts cost business owners more in the long run, or how to choose the right divorce attorney. Like 7 questions you must ask. Next phase is the decision point. This critical juncture determines whether they become your client. So the key questions to answer are: what final concerns must be addressed before they hire you? What might cause them to delay or choose a competitor? What assurances do they need about outcomes, your process, or costs? How it applies to marketing? You can create process explanations that address these specific concerns. For example, you may talk about your transparent fee structure or what you expect in the first 30 days as your client. Then, phase number 5, post hiring experience. Your client journey doesn't end when they sign your engagement letter. So, key questions to answer are: what do they expect after becoming a client? What would delight them or exceed their expectations? And what might cause dissatisfaction or regret? How it applies to marketing? Your client onboarding materials and communication protocols that address these expectations. For example, you can create a welcome package explaining how often they will hear from you, or a client portal that provides case status updates. Um, the key to compelling marketing is to know your ideal client's pain points. People don't hire lawyers because they want legal services. They hire lawyers because they want to solve problems and relieve their pain. Identifying specific pain points allows you to position your services as the solution. So, examples: family law clients often fear losing meaningful time with their children, financial devastation through property division, or navigating confusing legal process during emotional turmoil. So, identify these pain points for your specific situation, for your ideal client. So, by addressing these specific fears directly in your marketing, you signal to potential clients that you truly understand their situation, often better than they can articulate it themselves. When you acknowledge these fears and frustrations in your marketing, clients feel seen and understood. So, this emotional connection is the first step in building lasting trust. This isn't just about marketing, it's about genuine empathy. When you truly understand their fears, you can serve them with compassion and integrity. So, list 3 to 5 pain points specific to your area of law. So, you need to use data to refine your personas. Your understanding of your ideal client should constantly evolve based on real data, not just intuition. So you can use these sources. You can use internal data sources like case management records, consultation notes, client feedback, as well as external research. You can use client interviews. You can schedule calls with past clients specifically to understand their experience from their perspective. You can use online forum analysis. You can spend time in forums where your potential clients discuss their problems, like Reddit. Um, you can do keyword research. Tools like Google Keyword Planner um, or Answer the Public reveal exactly what potential clients are searching for. You can also read online reviews. What are people saying about lawyers in your field? What are they praising? What are they complaining about? So, how do you find your clients online? Once you understand who your ideal clients are, you need to know where to find them. So, you could look at the online platforms by client type. High net worth business clients will likely be on LinkedIn or industry specific forums, financial news sites, executive networking groups. For instance, middle-income family law clients might be in Facebook groups, parenting forums, local community pages, self-help legal sites. Also, you need to look at the content consumption patterns. What formats do they prefer? They prefer video, text, or podcasts. What are uh, when they are most active online, and what tone resonates with them? Is it empathetic, educational, or authoritative? And the format matters as much as the platform. For instance, time-pressed executives often prefer audio content that they consume while commuting or exercising. Research-oriented clients typically favor in-depth written content, and visually oriented learners respond better to infographics and video explanations. So, what about creating marketing that connects? With this deep understanding of your ideal client, you can now create marketing that speaks directly to their needs. Meaning, you need to look at the website content and you need to address their specific pain points on your practice area pages. You need to use their language, terminology, and not legal jargon. You need to include testimonials from similar clients that they can relate to. Then you could use your learnings in the lead magnets. You can create downloadable guides addressing their most pressing questions. You can offer checklists that help them navigate their situation, or develop assessment tools to help them understand their options. And of course, it can help it can impact your consultation structure. Based on the information about your ideal client, you can prepare answers to their likely questions. You can address common objections before they arise, and you can frame your services in terms of the outcomes they desire most. So, when you truly understand your ideal client, their fears, hopes, decision making process, your marketing transforms from generic promotion to meaningful conversation. Instead of shouting into the void, you're speaking directly to the people who need your help most and position yourself as the obvious solution to their specific problem. Remember, the goal isn't to reach more people, it's to reach the right people with the right message at the right time. So, your action steps. Before next video, um, download the ideal client profile worksheet and complete it for your primary practice area. Interview at least 2 past clients about their experience finding and working with you. Review your website through the eyes of your ideal client. Does it address their specific concern? Identify 3 online platforms where your ideal clients spend time and document top questions potential clients ask during consultations. The clearer your vision of your ideal client becomes, the more effectively you will attract them to your practice. And join the discussion. Head over to the community forum and introduce your draft ideal client profile. Share your insights and get feedback with fellow lawyers who are on the same journey. Let's learn from each other and refine our strategies together. So, hope to see you in the next video where we will talk about auditing your existing digital presence.